Hi everyone, welcome to December site meeting. First thing is attendance. So this is a reflection of November. So J-Town was at 84%, Mount Washington is at 76%, BE is at 85%, Developing Young Minds is at 82%, Great Beginnings is at 91%, Raisin Factory at 83%, Creative Kids at 81%, and Spencer Bear Care at 83%. So definitely an improvement than we've had in the past. We're getting there to our 85% or greater goal. First discussion item is always ITER's tip of the month. We're going to do math and numbers. That's section 21. We're going to cover 5.2. Staff correctly compare shapes, quantity, or sizes. Example uses words more, less when referring to group of objects. Use smallest, bigger, or other size words when referring to objects. Johnny, you have the big red block and I have the small yellow block. Something like that. EHS students are not allowed in non-OVEC rooms, so 3-year-old classrooms or above. They need to stay. If they're enrolled in OVEC, they need to stay in an OVEC classroom. I'm going to skip around here. I'm not going to go down the order. So screen time. I just want to be sure we're clear about screen time. Infant and toddlers, 0 screen time. 2s, you can do 15 minutes a day and that's it. And it needs to be engaging. So you could be doing a go noodle, a yoga activity with them, but you're participating. It's not a time for you to distract children, so you can do maintenance duties such as putting cots away or cleaning tables, things like that. So we just want to limit that and make sure we're using that appropriately. Home visits and parent-teacher conference. I just want to be sure that we are capturing signatures by parents and guardians. We're not putting COVID-19 anymore. That's not acceptable. Those need to be done in person, safely, mask, all of that, or over the phone, but capturing that signature at pickup or drop off. So mask mandate. There's a new mask mandate out for the Office of Head Start, which trumps licensing. So in EHS classrooms, anybody 2 and older has to wear a mask at all times. So all 2-year-olds need to be wearing masks. And all teachers in every EHS classroom need to be wearing masks. Even though licensing says no, that's up to you. You don't have to. You are in a Head Start classroom. Head Start is saying it's mandatory. Lesson plan requirements. So I want to talk to you all a little bit about that. We're redoing what's required on a lesson plan, and hopefully we're taking away, not adding. So I know some of you are like, I don't want you to fear if you're ahead and you have some submitted and approved, don't worry. Don't go back and change them. Like I said, we're just taking away. We're not adding to. So Jenny and I, starting after Christmas break, we'll be going around, making sure y'all are comfortable with that, doing any training we need, explaining anything you need. We also will be going in and changing your templates because we're taking things away. So we're going to edit those templates. But that's... No, you're fine. So that is not... we'll have to change... I'm sorry. I had a visitor. We'll have to take away some things off the template. So your template will look a little different. You know. So for example, one of the things we'll take away is nutrition. So that box won't be there anymore. So just be mindful of that, okay? But that's going to happen. We're going to do that after break, so the first of the year. Jenny and I are going to work on that. I am including the new TSG guidelines, requirements for lesson plan. So ask your director to print these out. I did put in that email to print this out for each teacher, so you have this going forward making your lesson plan. So now indoor experience. You only have to do 2 different experiences instead of 3, okay? Outdoor, just 1 now instead of 2. Individual plan, we didn't change that. That you're still going to plan per each OVEC child once per week. Read aloud, we didn't change that. You're going to do a different book every day. changes to the environment. We left that on there. So that's 1 per week. Still, I'm going to add this to the environment, what have you. Family partnership, 1 per week. We did leave that. Art, that's on there. That's a requirement for anybody 18 months and older. So that is on there. Mighty Minutes is a requirement. We left that on there. That needs to be used 1 per day. And then Baby Doll Circle Time we left on there. Baby Doll Circle Time is you're going to do 3 times a week, 1 lesson. Repeated those 3 times a week. Or if you're in a good routine, you do it every day, go ahead. But it's required to do 3 times a week, the same lesson repeated. So we took away nutrition. We took away safety. We took away mental health. And took away some of the extra activities that need to be required during the week. Now that being said, we're going to do a new enrichment lesson monthly. So on your template, there's going to be a new box created, and it's going to say enrichment activity. You will have the flexibility to determine when you want to do that. So you may say, I love this activity. I'm going to do it every day. I'm going to do it once a week. I'm going to only do it once a month. You have that flexibility to do that. You just need to notate that on your lesson plan. Now, you're asking yourself, well, where do I get this enrichment activity? So, Jenny and I, which I don't have that paper with me, but each month we'll be giving you an activity. So I know, like for January, we're going to mark that literacy. We're going to send you a literacy activity. February is dental. So we're going to send you an activity around dental. And our hopes is to also send you the activity and some documentation points that you can go in and document off of that activity, that pre-planned activity we give you. Sometimes we might send you some materials. Sometimes it'll be materials we know you have in your classroom. But that will come as a separate video than the site meeting. So now once a month so when you get your January site meeting, there's going to be another link, and it's going to have the enrichment activity. And that video is going to be myself or Jenny or both of us modeling this activity for you that you're going to put in place in your classroom. We're excited about it. We hope it's something we can take off your plate, put on ours, something fun we can do together. We can even come in your classroom and do the activity with you. If you want to do that and schedule that with us, we would love to do that. So a lot of changes with lesson plans. I don't want to freak anybody out. We're taking away, not adding. So if we do too much, that's okay. We'll master it together. I think that's it. So I will, like I said, I'm going to send the new guidelines out. And for the month of January, you won't have an enrichment activity because we just don't have enough time to get that done and get supplies and get that planned. But we'll send you in January, we'll send you February. So you'll be ready to roll in February with that enrichment activity. All right. Next, upcoming training and events. Your checkpoints are going to be January 7th. Go ahead and start working on those. With Christmas break and COVID, we want to, we've had a lot of kids and teachers out, so I would start working on those, getting those finalized. Your December site meeting sign off, it's going to be due January 3rd, so we'll come back around and pick that up. Below are your specialists, if you need anything. Next is our school readiness goal. We are on number 3. Children will not use verbal communication in oral language or a communication system to express needs and wants and engage others, such as sign language. Research shows that when teachers engage in back and forth conversation with children, that children show greater progress in language development. And that's why we're always encouraging you, even talk to babies, tell them what you did last night, even if you know maybe they can't respond. Respond to infants' nonverbal communication with words. I see you're reaching for the blocks. Would you like to play blocks? Expand on children's words. I heard you say cheese. Would you like more cheese? Comment on children's actions. Jimmy is drawing with a red crayon. During playtime or mealtime, introduce new vocab by using new words. I have a big appetite. I'm eating a lot of food today. Also aligns with Teaching Strategies Goal Objective 10B, uses of social rules of language. Ask questions and pause for answers. Provide the answers for pre-verbal children. Next, we got curriculum fidelity. Like I said before, we started, it took us a little over a year. The whole tool, now we're starting back over. So we're going to go back through it. So now we're doing materials for children's use are labeled with pictures and words and stored on low, open shelves where the children can reach them easily. Materials are mounted on the wall in varying heights for children to explore. So utilize those OVEC labels on shelves. Replace as torn or destroyed. If you need more of those, talk to Jenny and I. We can talk about maybe trying to replace those. Some of you have taken upon yourself and done pictures and labeled with even children's home language on them, which is fantastic. But also hang family photos, children's artwork, unbreakable mirrors, things at children's level. That's also an ITERS item. So those are a few things we can do to meet curriculum fidelity in those standards. But I think that's all I have for you for the month of December. I hope you all have a great holiday and get to spend time with your family and kiddos. And we'll be around and help you with lesson plans.